All right, my beautiful friends from around the world, how are you today? It's Friday for me. It's Friday for you too. Let's have a look at Australia. What are they going through right now? It's still early in the morning. Night. It's 9 p.m. Friday night. As I'm having my first cup of coffee, guys are getting dressed to go out. Wait, hold on. I don't know about COVID if people still go out anymore. Guys are warming into their couch a bit more for the next bowl of popcorn to watch a bit more Netflix. Just kidding. Screw Netflix. Stick around with this show. It's going to be a lot more profitable than Netflix will ever be for you. Okay, so I've renamed this chart, and I'll get into that in a second, to ground control. So there'll be the 32 minutes, which will be your 1 week cycle. So Monday to Monday to Monday will be ground control. The reason why I want to do that, like I said, I'll get into a second. An aerial view is your 1 to 8 minutes. Okay, as you can see, there's 1 to 8 over here, and then 32 over here. Now, I just want to get into it right now. Okay, I'm going to get into it right now. Price is like barely moving, so we're not going to miss out on much. We're at a turning point anyway. Five's over, a short is coming up soon. So whilst it forms itself, let's have a quick chat. I was chatting to David from the UK, and he's a part of some group. He wants to get some involved crypto. And the group that he's with uses fib tools, edit waves, market structure, VWAP. I mean, okay, exit swiftly, jump out of there. If the guys are using fib, get the hell out of that group as soon as you can. Anyway, so using the fib numbers creates what he called the champions channel, but the champions channel is not the channel for that situation if they're using Fibonacci numbers. Okay, so he said, okay, this is what I want to highlight here. He says, it's early days for me, and it's very overwhelming to the point where I'm not doing it. Okay, so that's ultimate failure right there. When guys, the Pied Pipers, the talking heads, the headless chicken, the blind leading the blind, are out there just dropping jargon bombs like capitulation, convergence, divergence, death cross, that kind of crap. Like, okay, death cross is a pretty cool name, but they don't understand it's a crossover, which a crossover is a simple version of a switch, but we'll get around to that one day. Anyway, like these guys are roping in the optimistic and then disappointing them and then overwhelming them with information that just doesn't make sense. Like, again, the Fibonacci. Like, do you go to a restaurant and say, wow, that was a really great meal? All right, I think I'm going to leave her a 32% tip. Or, oh, okay, great. Today is going to be, a really, really good day. So I feel that I want to go out and splurge a little bit with 68% of my salary. Like no one thinks in Fibonacci numbers, all right? The ratio is most traders, believe it or not, don't even know who Fibonacci is or was. So if you're working on a platform of mass consciousness, okay, so our Bitcoin trading community inside these charts is way bigger than you think. There are so many people watching these charts. It'll blow your mind. So with that said, not when I say not everyone, a large portion of those traders have never even heard of Fibonacci. No one thinks in Fibonacci. Okay, so although there is some confluence some of the time, dump it, dump the nonsense, guys. I've been in this game far too long to be entertained by crap that doesn't work. So just drop it, lug it, get it out the way. If you look at what we have here, the cycles, counting in tens, we live on a 10-based mathematics society. We think in tens. We round up in tens. We operate in tens. When there's integers and decimals, it operates in tens. It's all tens. Okay, eventually, 10 closes a 1 to 9 cycle, and so on and so on. So by studying human consciousness, the collective, then putting that into a logical process, we have then found how the truth of the market works. And that's good for us. We've put the work in, and we've had to put the work in because we want our lifestyles to be crypto. So we can't. Okay, so here's another thing. We want to make a lifestyle from this, so we actually cannot entertain the crap. Simple as that. So drop Fibonacci, drop the guys who are making it too difficult to understand, and just stick to the good guys. Stick to what works. So on that note, nice segue. On that note, I'm changing the week cycle, the 32-minute cycle, to ground control, which I think is such a clever name because we're in the trenches, we're on the ground. It's where we make our orders from, the buys, the sells, the stop losses. That's where, we're in the thick of it on the ground control. So that will give us if you're not clear on what I'm looking at right now, it's this quadrant, this left-hand half of the screen. This ground control gives us the complete visibility of what is happening from a good entry and way to set up profit environments over there. Okay, so that's ground control now. So that's the update I want to get to. Nice, simple, fun, easy to apply. And again, like this is a lifestyle that needs to work for you. Like so many guys I hear out there just like are so sick of their career, and I know when I was in corporate how desperately heartbreaking it was when I wanted to get out of my chosen field to try something completely different. So I was in this industry and I wanted to go into that industry. But man, I did it. But like to get into that industry, like you really have to break like people don't hire from outside of their industry more often than not. Like you got to have 3 years experience plus a degree plus all this crap just to kind of get into the applicant's door to move forward and stuff. And it's like how are guys ever meant to switch? How is like a pipe welder ever going to become a chartered accountant? Okay, that's a bad example because you got to study to be a chartered accountant. But a pipe welder get into biofuels. When a biofuels, like company wants to hire within the industry first before going outside, like the pipe welder is like screwed. And that's not a good thing for him because like not everyone that needs to do exactly what they said they were going to do when they entered into the job force at the age of 18. Like that's such nonsense. But to try and break that mold along the way is very difficult. Also, the monotony of jobs at the moment. Like I can't imagine what a slug it must be to be in the office where most of your staff's not available, your resources are down, your customers are buying less, everyone's in a state of uncertainty. Like what a crap setup that is. So let's let's curb that stuff. And again, the reason why I'm so behind what works, what I've got over here, is because I've been in this for the last 4 years, and I've chosen. Okay, I've chosen to come back and back and back and back and back the 999,000 times. I've chosen this to be my sole income. This is my game. I'm not interested in anything else. This is the purest core of business areas. Buy low, sell high. That's it. Buy a product, sell it for a profit, end of story. It's the core of business. I'm in control of my own life. I can do my own working hours. I've got alerts set up for when price hits certain thresholds. So I don't even need to be at my screens. And I've got my staff letting me know, my staff being the alerts, saying, hey, listen, time for action. Cool, no problem. My meetings are here on the charts, buy and sell at a profit. So like this is my ideal business. I love this. And guys who want the same for themselves, like it can absolutely be possible. But you have to realize that you can't be following the wrong information and live the right career unless you're willing to do what we've done and just go in and learn all the wrong things for yourself and spend all the time, effort, energy, and money on this situation to realize that that doesn't work. But my recommendation is don't do that. Just rather listen to the experience that I've accumulated for us all in a way, and then just listen to my recommendations because it comes from being there. Like I've lived this, I've had the experience, I've been on the ground with my trenching, with my arms, I don't know, with all that stuff to get to where we are. Okay, so again, there's no real update at the moment. Market's just been kind of itching along, right? And that's because we had these early arcs over here on the aerial view. Now I'm looking at over here on the aerial view. So that's the top down view, just to give us a broader scope of what's happening. Generally on the aerial view, you'll get a lot of sacred geometrical lineup with our arcs and our fans. And that's not jargon, it's literally called arcs and fans if you go into the Gantt square. So there's the fans and arcs. And we're just waiting for it to drop off. So my initial projection was that it was going to come down over here. It hasn't done that. It's kind of moved up a little bit more. So I'm thinking it's going to crawl a little bit to the downside and then find its way into like a drop zone around about there or so. I love this thing, like aerial view drop zone. It makes such perfect sense because that's literally going to drop from there. Okay, cool. Ground control, same situation. We made the adjustments to include this wick yesterday. It was initially something that threw us off. We're like, oh man, this bloody wick, I hate them. But the reality is that it was my GAN square that wasn't scaled completely as well as it could be. So we ascertained what the error was there, and we expanded the GAN square scaling, and then we saw that this third arc over here, let me try to highlight the fair. So I've now put it into black. Okay, the black doesn't help because there's other things that are black. But anyway, so that's the fifth arc, fourth arc. Here's a third arc over here. This third arc is where the price came to, quite frankly. So, and yeah, anyway, so we figured out that there's nothing wrong anyway. I just didn't see that play happening out because my scaling is incorrect on the GAN square. So now we've set up 4. 4 came in so beautifully. I mean, it's like color by numbers. Let's see where 4 is at. Quick sticks, let me just take that away. Sorry about the messy market updates, guys. I'm just so like chilled right now. So my casualness may be a little bit unprofessional, but also it's Friday. So just chill, have fun. Life's good. Yeah, so anyway, so that was our projection yesterday. So price was up there and then price came down to there. So we said it was going to go down and then did exactly that. And now we've reloaded it, so that goes away. I think this comes back right. And then here's our forecast for where we are right now. We're just waiting for some confirmation on this, which I think when we look at the aerial view, you see that it's very likely we're going to start seeing this build to the downside. So I would even get into a short right now if you're feeling a bit lucky. Okay, so we don't generally trade from the krill zone, but the next move is a short. Get in now. Don't get in with too much of a high leverage because you don't want to obviously get liquidated in case things go the other direction. But as it stands right now, you're going to see a price hit off to a lower low. So might as well just get in, make that profit, and then we'll enter into the weekend trading looking good. So well done to everyone who's been remaining patient. Well done to everyone who had the patience to get to as far as we are in this video. Because 12 minutes, 13 minutes of just ramble. And have yourselves a great day further, man. I want to go spend some time with my son and then probably head to the beach. All right. Ciao for now.